Morning. Good morning, Justin. How you doing? Hope everyone had a great weekend. I got a lot of rest myself, which was well needed. Just getting this shared. Well, trying to get this shared at least. There it is. Good morning, J-Dub. How you doing? So we currently have a negative 11. We haven't seen that in a while. European markets, well, international markets, that's including the Nikkei, the Euro Stocks 50, and the DAX are all down. The VIX is currently up 5%. And we'll look here in a second to see where DXY is and TNX. Of course, it took a dip itself, so I think this is just a slight pullback. I don't think that it's, slightly different to its official counterpart from the NASDAQ. What are they talking about? I need to figure out what TradingView is talking about. Spy dumping safe moon to Pluto. Sup, Jeff? How you doing, man? I want to see what this is talking about on TradingView real quick before we get started. What? TradingView pick up their. Okay, it's an annual basis. Yeah, I have premium. So, is that a notice to everyone? Anyways, get to it. Close all that stuff out. Cancel. Q's pulling down a little bit. Looks like the SPY is pulling back, gap down this morning. IWM did the same. I actually bought, I think I bought a put on like Thursday, and I was stuck in meetings. So by the time 3 o'clock rolled around, I was just looking at my phone. It was too late to sell my puts, though. Same thing happened on Friday, so I've been stuck in a put that just, it was only $100. Excuse me, $100, but man, couldn't get out of that thing. Maybe we get that correction going and I get my $100 back, but not really worried about it. I am currently gonna have to refund this account and put some extra change in there to get started again. I've been wanting to catch back up with you guys. I know we haven't really been able to do our monthly challenge. Holding 2 puts on the spot. I see you, Jeff. Like I wanted to for this month. And in regards to that, you know, I gotta get adjusted to my new schedule myself and see how I'm gonna work this out. But for the most part, I'll be in the office in the mornings and then probably working from home that afternoon, something to that degree. Yeah, mine expired today, so I don't know if they're gonna expire worthless or not. I'd have to check my phone. Let me see. Let's see. I actually bought 4/13 April 19th expiration, so doesn't look like I'll necessarily be hitting that level, but it's not impossible. Support sits around that level, a little bit below that actually, around 410.89. This is looking at it on the 30-minute. There's other support levels we'd have to break down below, of course, along the way, 415, 414, but this is what I was talking about, was at 413.87. If it comes down to that level, then I would probably make most of my money back. If it doesn't, then I'm just stuck, and that's fine. Like I said, yeah. So I'm not really stressing about it. With my work schedule being flexible, I'll still be able to do some things here and there as I go through the day. Good morning, Reg. How you doing, man? I haven't talked to you in about a week. Speaking of that, I will be doing the voice channels again this week. Like I said, I had to get settled in with Thursday, Friday, and all the new stuff I'm going to be doing. If anything, feel free to hop in the voice chat, even if I'm not there. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and sign my account into it. That way it gives some people some, I guess, incentive to jump in there. But it seems like nobody wants to be in there unless I'm in there, or Norok's in there, stuff like that. But feel free, to still talk, discuss trades, even if I'm not available. Like I said, I'll have my MacBook with me, so I can at least join the call, and then hop in, hop out when I can and can't. So don't hesitate to do that. I do want to see something. I want to see what we're looking like on the 1 hour. It looks like the DXY bottomed out since this morning, took a gap down itself, trading around 91.11. I'm over here pulling up my TOS, potentially find some trades for us. Yeah, busy week, a lot going on, and didn't restore my account. Yeah, same here. I'm gonna probably start with like another 250, something small, and just let it run. Let's see, we got TOS pulling up over here. TNX currently sitting at 160. VIX is back above $17. We'll need to see if it stays above there. Actually, the US 10-year is at 158. So rates have pulled back down. You may see financial stocks outside of earnings react to that. Higher interest rates, banks do better, is basically the clause. We have Tesla sitting at $719. It got down about $30. And I want to go through our coffee and stock sessions from the beginning that we've been tracking this whole time, and just kind of get an idea of where everything closed out Friday. It looks like can pick back up. I was expecting this to be like a $20 stock. It actually took a dump. I want to see what happened there. I think I looked into it, but I just didn't retain what happened to it exactly. Plugs down to $27. Looks like it's still trying to wrap down. BL and K was up about 4%, but gap down this morning itself. So, you know, these are things that I'm looking at is, you know, a lot of red across a lot of powerhouse stocks still. I mean, downward trends for a lot of them. Um, Not recovering. I mean, that's in KLA. So, but you know, as far as last week, we had all-time highs, and none of these stocks really reacted to that outside of the large caps. Large caps have been holding up the markets for the most part. Your Microsoft, Apple's, uh, CRON, Kronos Group down to 836. Pfizer's uh, F cell below $10. That is nuts to me. That is nuts. Or we're up, you know, Friday. These small percentages, they're not really, you know, just running. I heard something about Bitcoin took a hit over the weekend. I want to see what I saw Dylan talking about it. I want to see what he was talking about real quick. Also, it had a drawback, if anything. Uh, these bottom EMAs. Let's see. These bottom EMAs. Let's see. Of course, another indirect way to capitalize off of cryptos without actually having to buy them. I was set to open at 250, opened up at about 380, jumped up to 435, has since consolidated, dropped about $100, sitting around 335. Bitcoin needs to cool off. It was overextended. Of course, I agree with that. Necessarily be able to be in the mix with you for engage. I think there could be many scenarios, so regardless of the task request, there should be a comment field. Eli Lilly and Company hit my scanners this morning for you guys to have a gander at. Let's see, we're above that resistance and sitting right on top off of that bottom. And so that I use is pay attention to that. Anytime you start for taps the 55, you might see a rebound. Gonna be paying pretty hefty amount. It's about $400 for one step out of the money. YouTube is freezing on you. Yeah, I was having some issues, but in this bullish market, puts are not something you really want to go with. I know I have puts on the SPY, that's tops, but typically, like I said before, when we see these overbought levels that we have on the SPY, you know, on the 4 hour, when you see these double dip RSI bounces on the 4 hour on the SPY, you tend to have a $15 correction ensue shortly after that. So we have not only double dipped, we have dipped 4 times to the top. I think it's like 22 days straight new highs or something like that. But I mean, it's just on a, you know, you can look at it from the number standpoint, continue pushing higher on the SPY. So these are things that I'm watching. What I would do is identify our channel, as always, which, you know, took some time for this to, for me to actually sit here and do this, but this is something I would be looking at, even more so, something like this. Let's kind of fine tune this a little bit. Somewhere right in there is how we're currently trading. Even if we were to pick this up a little bit, it kind of defines it a little more for us, and right more in depth, and kind of fine tune it more. Here I might lose $100 there, but I might gain $300-400 in the long run to account for those losses. So, you know, it's only $100. I'm not sure if it's happening for everyone else, but if you're having issues with YouTube, let me know. Because if this isn't going to work, then, you know, I'll just stick to YouTube being my review videos, which I plan to start back up, doing research again on stocks that, you know, I feel like we'll weather the storm. And what I mean in that is stock the